Screen actors, this video reveals 3 big common acting mistakes that make your work uninteresting. Stick around and you'll learn exactly how to eliminate them. I'm Louis DeBianco. Welcome to Screen Acting Success, your channel for tips, techniques, and secrets to help you become a compelling on-camera actor in demand. If this is your first visit here, click subscribe. And when you find value in the video, give it a thumbs up. Big mistake number 1, thinking about your next line. Doubt and fear will cause this to happen. They lock you inside of your head so that you don't focus on your scene partners. Your acting becomes mechanical because it lacks spontaneity and that exciting sense of discovery. Don't beat yourself up. All actors fall into this trap. Later in this video, you're going to discover how to avoid it. But first, let's learn about big mistake number 2, playing emotions instead of intentions. This one is huge. Eliminate it and you'll start to move quickly from good to great. Here's how you fall into the emotion trap. You're playing a scene, an intense climactic scene with powerful emotions. Example, you've discovered that your love partner of many years has betrayed you, and in the scene, you're going to expose and confront your lover. Your emotions are volcanic. They want to erupt. So, you charge into the scene and you gush your dialogue like molten lava. Every word, every line. What's the problem? It's boring. It's one-note acting. No variety, no color. I know, people do get emotional and gush in real life, but acting is not life. It's a heightened expression of life that makes life more tolerable. I'll say that again. Acting is a heightened expression of life that makes life more tolerable. Store that away for now and let it come to you when you need it. For now, remember to avoid one-note gush acting. Choose a strong intention, a clear one. Break it down into beats and play a different tactic in each beat. Sounds great, right, Louis? But how do you do that? Hey, don't worry, I got you covered. You'll find out after we learn about big mistake number 3, playing a judgment of your character. This is a subtle, tricky trap, easy to fall into. Let's say you're playing the role of a person who does very nasty things or things that violate your values. Unconsciously, you see your character as a bad person. If you don't uncover that judgment and get rid of it, you won't portray a real person. You'll play a cardboard character. The audience will feel it and pull away from your performance. Okay, now you know these 3 big enemies of great acting: thinking of your next line, playing emotions instead of intentions, and playing a judgment of your character. Now, let's learn how to whack them. Whack number 1, eliminate thinking of your next line. Here are 2 surefire ways to do that. Number 1, learn and practice improv. Improvisation is all about listening and receiving. You'll learn to listen with your whole body. And you'll develop that great habit of saying yes to everything that your scene partners say and do. You'll learn to give up control, and that's huge. The second thing that will eliminate thinking about your dialogue is clown work. Take a clown workshop. It's a lot of fun, and it will crush your fear of making a fool of yourself. Whack that fear, and you'll feel liberated and powerful, and you'll be a much better actor. Whack number 2, eliminate playing emotions instead of intentions. Here's a true story about how one actor did this. The actor was playing the lead male role of Paul in a play called Loose Ends by Michael Weller. I was directing the play. Paul is married to the love of his life, Susan. They first meet in romantic Bali when they're both young and adventurous. Paul wants children, Susan doesn't. She wants to focus on her successful career as a photographer. A few years into the marriage, Susan gets pregnant. She doesn't tell Paul. Instead, she secretly has an abortion. Paul finds out, and he is deeply hurt by her betrayal. In a powerful climactic scene, Paul exposes Susan's secret. He throws a big birthday party for her and invites their closest friends. He waits for the right moment and gives her a very expensive gift, a precious hand-carved figurine. Susan unwraps the gift, and Paul says that he sold his business and spent all the money from the sale on this figurine. Then he reveals that he knows about the abortion, and in an instant, their marriage ends. The two actors playing Susan and Paul were wonderful. In our first rehearsal of the scene, Paul erupted with anger from the start. Then I asked him to define his intention. He wanted Susan to feel the same deep hurt that he felt and to admit that she had done something awful. We continued exploring this intention, and he began to see that, well, blowing up at Susan would put her on her guard. It would close her off and make her resist giving him what he wanted. In other words, he wouldn't get his intention. I challenged him to use a different tactic for each beat. Relax her, put her at ease, entice her with the unwrapped gift, excite her, charm her, draw her in, and then finally drop the bomb when she held the figurine in her hands. The scene worked like a charm. It hooked the audience because they, like Susan, did not anticipate what was coming. The actors' performances were riveting. The audience got their money's worth. Apply this strategy to your next audition and see what happens. Then come back to this video and share your victory and below. And yeah, do that. Whack number 3, eliminate playing judgments of your character. I'm not crying, I'm just tearing up. I'm going to give you one powerful question to ask yourself that's going to transform all the roles you play from now on. When your character does something that repels you, ask, what's good or even great about this behavior? Why do I consider it a good thing to do? It's going to take courage to answer this question. For example, if you're a woman and you're playing Elizabeth Bathory, the late 16th century Hungarian countess who killed 650 young women and bathed in their blood, you must discover, well, what makes this behavior right for Elizabeth. You've got to push beyond your revulsion and judgment if you want to give a great performance. The same goes for a man playing Hitler. Watch the movie Downfall to see a brilliant example of an actor who inhabits a monstrous character, Hitler, without judgment. The actor is Bruno Ganz. Watch Monster with Charlize Theron. She won an Academy Award for her non-judgmental portrayal of a real-life serial killer. When you find the courage to do this work, something magical will happen. First, you'll become a very compelling actor. Second, you'll grow immensely as a human being because of what you will learn about yourself. If you've gotten value from this video, share your takeaway in the comments below. Give the video a thumbs up. It'll help more people to see it, enjoy it, and get value from it too. And if you haven't already subscribed, do it now. I'm going to put a link below to a free resource for you. It's my ebook, which is the ultimate guide to self-taping. It's thorough. I think it's about 21 pages long. Has everything in it from acting tips to the exact setup that I use to film my self-tapes and that I'm using right now to film this video. I'll give you a really clear diagram of it. You can copy that setup and use it at home, and it will definitely make your self-tapes jump to another level. Download the book. It's absolutely free, and start applying what you learned yesterday. I'm also going to put a link to my latest online course, it's Self-Taping Mastery. And this, did I call it that, or did I call it Self-Taping Audition Mastery? I think it's Self-Taping Mastery. See, I don't even know the name of my own course. How good can it be? All kidding aside, this course takes a much deeper dive into the subject of self-taping, and it will give you everything you need to know about the acting side of it and the technical side of it. Plus, if you check it out, you'll discover that I'm offering you a big bonus. That is a completely separate course on doing live auditions, which normally sells for $199. When you enroll in Self-Taping Mastery, you're going to get the Live Audition Mastery course absolutely free. So at least check out what I'm offering, and if it's not for you, no big deal. If it is, hey, I'll get to know you better, and I'll have the honor to help guide you toward greater levels of success as a screen actor. Once again, if you haven't already subscribed, do it now. And again, if you like what you've seen and heard here, give the video a thumbs up. Leave your takeaways in the comments below so that the video becomes more visible. I always like to end with this reminder. Whenever you have a script in your hands, feel it first, then say it. If you feel it and then you say it, you'll probably mean it. When you do all three, chances are you'll book it. Go out, create a stellar on-camera career for yourself, and then let me know about it so I can celebrate with you and share your win with the world.